Good morning, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast presented by FanDuel. It's Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. I'm Jay Skeets, back in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, as always, Tass Mellis.
Podcast listeners, this is for you.
Next to him, it's my top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby.
Ayo.
Ayo. And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer JD.
Hello.
There he is. Here we are. Man, you know baseball is near when three guys are wearing baseball caps, forward style on No Dunks. Wow. Look, yeah, Tass got the Jays hat on. That's real nice.
Yeah.
And yours is nice as well.
it's just a hat.
See, I wouldn't call that a baseball hat. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
It's
Okay, I hear what you're
Cap.
saying.
A cap for sure.
But anyway, I wore mine backwards last week, so now I'm wearing it forwards, and it's like I have two outfits. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You
That's
gonna try
right.
sideways?
That's crazy.
You don't see that as much anymore.
No.
That was popular though for a minute there in the 90s.
Yep.
yeah.
Baseball is back tonight, though, right?
Yeah.
On Netflix, we just found out. Giants Yankees on Netflix.
Can you rate every game? You're like, oh, good game. 1 thumbs up. 2, I loved this game.
I can't believe it. March 25th, and
Show me
baseball
more
is
of
back.
this.
So only one game tonight, and then basically Thursday, Fridays when you get all the MLB teams playing.
Dongers.
Yeah.
Excited to see these ding dongs.
Yeah, it'd be great. On today's show, which is a basketball podcast, we're going to address what the Players Association had to say about Giannis and the Bucks. They had other things to say about the 65-game threshold, too. We'll get to that when we hit the beach to answer some of your NBA questions. But we had some games last night, small schedule, but some good ones. And let's start with Jokic, knocking down the late bucket to send the Nuggets over the Suns, 125-123. He hit what do you want to call it? A 12-foot jumper, his little patented
Yeah,
sort of
weird
little
shot.
floater push shot with about 11 seconds to go, and that was the game winner. Devin Booker got a good look
Oh, yeah.
at a three-pointer on the wing, came up short. Nuggets win.
Book was mad at himself. He felt like he had an open look. Although Bruce Brown, great effort defensively, made him put it down and pump, so that kind of threw him off. The Jokic over Oso Iguodaro, not so sexy. Oso could have gotten closed a little space. Do you still like Oso Iguodaro? I know we had this.
I do.
you
I
still
do.
like
I
him?
got thoughts on Oso. Hacking Oso played a big part in this
Yeah,
game.
it did. It did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still like it, but he is slim. He's slim pickings compared to a big boy like Nikola Jokic. But,
Yeah.
you know, beautiful two-man game from Murray and Jokic. And I thought Murray was great down the stretch. He's really good at shaking off like a terrible night. I thought he was pretty bad through the first 3 quarters, but then in the fourth quarter, 11 points on 7 shots, added 3 assists, including that one to Jokic to win the game at the end.
There's just a lot of patience, too, on that final
Yeah.
play because it's Murray. He actually has Goodwin on him. So they say, all right, Cam, you come on up, bring up Jalen Green. We'll make that switch happen. That was pretty easy. So suddenly Jalen Green is now on Jamal Murray as Cam Johnson scurries back to the corner with Goodwin now. And then into your classic 1-2 Murray, Jokic, pick and roll, find Jokic. And that was the easy shot there.
Yeah.
But that was, I like that, the patience they showed. And
No
even
doubt.
Adelman was like, before Jokic came over to set the pick, he's like, make sure you set it, don't rush, don't get a cheap offensive foul or something like that. So they got what they wanted,
Yeah.
and that's what they do, these two.
Yeah, great final minute for those two. Murray hitting the one before that.
Yeah.
It would have been nice for a couple extra inches on Oso, like Mark Williams out there, who they're missing right now. Hopefully he comes back. He's been obviously good this season. But what I was impressed with on the Denver side, yeah, they finished it. But what was more important to me was when Jokic went to the bench. Those are the minutes we all question. Is this team going to be good enough? They won those minutes. They won them by 7, especially in that second quarter when he went down for half a quarter. They won it by 5. He left the game. They're down 7. When he came back, they're down 2, excuse me. So they win those minutes. Tim Hardaway, again, having an incredible season, 18 points in this one. Spencer Jones, 3 big offensive boards, hit the cuts, getting after it. Bruce Brown, I mentioned him earlier, had a great finish with his left hand in the fourth quarter. That was a really sweet finish. 9 minutes for him. Julian Strother, 7 points in 8 minutes. They didn't even have Peyton Watson in this game. So the Jokic minutes, really, really important. It was great to see the Suns make it close at the end because the Nuggets had this thing, 117, 109, 319 left, but they kept pushing. The Suns keep pushing every single game. There is no doubt. That also helps that they only had 3 turnovers, but it was good that it went to the end.
Yeah, I like a close game as well. And I'm glad you mentioned Spencer Jones. I think he's really unlocked small ball lineups for the Nuggets. They basically have stopped playing Jonas Valanciunas at this point. Aaron Gordon just came back from injury, so they're trying to find a way to preserve his minutes and keep him fresh for the playoffs. So they're like, Spencer Jones, hey, Can you be a small ball 5? Apparently he can. The rebounding was big last night, only scored 4 points, but like we talked about yesterday, he has guarded some perimeter guys, and last night he's basically playing the 5 for him. Like Tass said, +7 in those minutes where he was the small ball dude. Just makes them quick as a team. And that was working for the Nuggets. I thought also a really good passing game for Jokic. We've talked a lot about how he's been kind of turnover prone since coming back from injury. He has 5 or more turnovers in a game 20 times this season. 8 of those have come in 18 games post All-Star, but last night, 17 assists, only 2 turnovers. Yeah. I love that little segment when Derek Fisher was explaining how he was mapping the floor, and you can tell he had done film work because he's just waiting for Booker to take like 1 step too far. He rifles it to the corner for an open 3. He was magnificent.
You brought up that the Nuggets deployed the Hakanoso.
Yeah, that was dumb. They shouldn't have done that.
It was a little weird, though. He's not a great free throw shooter, though he did hit that pair sort of late there. I guess he finished 3 of 7 on the night. He's shooting 47% at the line.
Yes.
It's bad. I mean, he's 48 out of 103 attempts, but it was a little perplexing.
It was not a good move.
Yeah.
Denver was up by 4 when they started this with 5 minutes left. He missed his first 2, made 1 of 2 the next time, made 2 of 2 the next time. Denver had a 5-point lead when it got to 2 minutes, and you got to stop. So technically it worked. They added to their lead, but now Phoenix is in the bonus. Booker took 4 free throws in the last 2 minutes. Royce O'Neal took a couple of free throws in the last 2 minutes. And part of the reason the Nuggets were having good offensive possessions was being able to run after rebounds. So instead, they're just slowing the game down, which, isn't bad because it gives Jokic and Murray a chance to work on stuff. But I thought that it kind of helped Phoenix get into a little bit of a rhythm, and then being in the bonus was a problem for them because Booker started drawing his fouls. O'Neal got to the line, like I said. I thought that was just a weird move to be up and start fouling the guy. Just play basketball.
Yeah, agreed. I didn't really get it. You just let your team go. I wonder if Jokic is talking to David Adelman after the game about that. What's up, coach?
What's up, coach?
Yeah, it was strange.
Possibly. So the Nuggets have won 6 of their last 8 games, and they're 1.5 back from the Lakers for the number 3 spot in the West. So it's not wrapped up, obviously, for LA yet. They're right there. And that's a big one, as we've talked about time and time again, to maybe get into that side of the bracket in the Western Conference, maybe avoid 4 or 5, where, even if you win, you're going on to take on OKC. Maybe you want to see them later on, but that's where they're at. Shu posted this on Blue Sky yesterday. I wanted to get your opinion talking about Jokic and his standing in the MVP race, the MVP ladder, the MVP table, as we call it. Shu said this, sort of mind-blowing. Quote, "A guy is going to be the first player ever to lead the league in both rebounds and assists per game. He's also averaging a remarkably efficient 28 points, and his team is the number 1 offense in the league. He might not finish in the top 2 or 3 for MVP." Again, that's our guy Shu at NBA.com making the point like Jokic, despite these incredible numbers, these things that have never been done before, his team obviously still good. It's possible he is behind 3 guys in Shea, Wemby, and Luka at the end of it all when we get to votes. Sort of mind-blowing.
I disagree. I think
you don't think he will be down to 4 in the end?
Nah.
Okay.
3rd. It's definitely possible, which sucks for him. But it goes back to the old Victor Wembanyama argument. Defense is half the game. And that's where Jokic, as we know, it isn't the guy. But he's also played fewer games than Shea. I think that plays a factor. And where they are in the standings, that plays a big factor. But it is surprising. The guy is an offensive wizard. There's no doubt about that. You can see this team. They just know that offensively we're going to win. We can do that. And so this team looks like a playoff team. Like it's ready to go. Like they have that unit with Spencer Jones playing the backup center. They just have it. It's all clicking. Like we'll sit Jonas. We know what to do. Again, Peyton Watson wasn't even in this game. So the Jokic minutes, they feel like they can win.
Do we get one more Bontemps MVP straw poll before the end of the season? I can't remember. But I hope we do, because I'm actually fascinated to see what the informal vote says and where Jokic is, TK. And let's say Bontemps sends you the text next week. Try it one more time, buddy. Give me your top 5 in order. How would TK be responding to Bontemps?
Okay, I'm probably going SGA Wemby as my 1 and 2.
Okay.
Still. Yeah, I mean, the defense is 50% of the game. I don't believe it's true. But for Wemby, It's maybe more than 50% of the game because of the way he plays.
Sure.
Jokic is averaging 28 points and a triple-double. And like you're saying, he's first in Basketball Reference MVP tracker. They're like, look at the numbers he's putting up. The team is obviously better when he plays, so that helps his advanced stats as well. And there's a good chance he's going to end up fourth because of the 4 realistic MVP candidates, Wemby, Jokic, Luka, and Shea. Jokic is third in minutes. Wemby is low in the minutes as well. He plays under 30 minutes per game, which is pretty crazy. Like, imagine when this guy actually starts playing.
Like, even in the playoffs, stints, 40-minute games.
Yeah, that's exciting to think about. But Jokic did miss that chunk of time with an injury during the middle of the season. Came back probably too early so he could stay in the awards mix and at least make All-NBA first team. The Nuggets struggled a little bit during that time, playing 500 basketball for, I don't know, a month and a half or something like that. But, we saw Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hit basically 2-game winners in a game against the Nuggets. And everybody's like, the MVP race is over. And it has only heated up since that very moment, with Luka putting up 60-point games, Jokic playing the way he is, and Wemby and the Spurs continuing to win.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. These 4 guys, the best players on their teams, on the 4 teams that lead the Western Conference, is fun too right now as it currently stands, going OKC, San Antonio, Lakers, and then the Nuggets in 4th. It's just wild, these stats that people are sharing, and he could finish 3rd or 4th, very possible. My only other note from this game, did you see Devin Booker's Gus Macker PEs, the books that he had on, his player exclusives? Yeah.
That's a real Midwestern boy right there.
My God, I know. It was like near and dear to my heart. I mean, I played in Gus Macker tournaments. So it was a Canadian thing as well. But yeah, they had the little Gus Macker logo and everything.
I bet he was never in the toilet bowl.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to assume they either won a lot of the Gus Macker tournaments they played in at their young age, or at least were on the side of the bracket, like you said. Yeah, the toilet bowl. Unfortunately, few years we were in the toilet bowl side of things.
Yeah,
but at least you had something to play for.
You can win back at least. Yeah,
exactly.
They'll give you a trophy.
That's exactly right. All right, let's keep it moving. Donovan Mitchell scored 42. Cavs beat the Magic 136-131. High-scoring game. The Cavs extended their winning streak to 4.
Yeah, the Magic made up for their bad start the previous night. I was just a little grossed out by it because the Magic should have a better team. In that first quarter, when Paolo Banchero went off and they scored 39 points as a team, he scored 16 himself. He's doing the one-legged hop 3-point form that he's got. He puts that right leg out and does a little hop on his left leg. He shot 7 of 16 from 3 in the last 2 games, so looking good there. They put Javon Carter to the bench. Great move, who's kicking ass off the bench. That's what he does. That 3 from the corner was great. I said he had a great game the game before. We discussed it, but
yes, I laughed listening to that part.
He did not have a great game, but last night he did. He did last night.
You were seeing the future, yeah.
That's why Jamal Mosley gets paid and I don't. He put him on the bench, and that helped out. Jamal Cain starting. Suggs out still. Yeah. That sucks for them. And then the second quarter, here come the Cavs. They each took a turn. Their stars took a turn. James Harden, it's your turn, man. 12 in the second quarter. Third quarter, Donovan Mitchell, it's your turn, man. 16 points for him in that quarter. So this was just an offensive game. 139-131. Orlando can be very happy with their 139 offensive rating. Scoring 139 points per 100 possessions. You could tell, I think Donovan Mitchell was a little upset with his defense and just how they didn't come together. And so, yeah, this is a win, sure. But when we look at a playoff team, they have to get that part together because everybody could score, period.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what.
Yes, this was an easy game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I take the opposite view of you. I thought this was terrible for the Magic. They cannot play a game like this. They can't win a game with the scores being this high. 68 combined points for Mitchell and Harden. It's the most since they've been playing together. Cleveland had 8 turnovers in this game. They had 62 points in the paint. Felt the Magic 0%. Like, the Magic were not bringing a physicality to this game or a defensive mindset to this game. They're 1-5 when an opponent scores 130 or more this year. Their only win came in overtime, so regulation-wise hasn't happened. Yeah. They're 10-17 in 27 games when the opponent scores 120 or more. They have to play defense because they just don't have the offensive talent to keep up with a team like the Cavs, who are like, yeah, we'll score every time we get a chance. And that's really kind of what they did.
I don't think anyone was happy with this result last night because Kenny Atkinson went into the post-game press conference with one message, and it was basically, I just told the team, we can't play like this come playoff time. Like, it was fun. We scored a bunch of points, but like we can't play defense like this. We'll get cooked. Like it's different in the postseason. This is what he was telling them, like that mentality that we're just going to outscore people. It works in regular season games. It's not going to work in the playoffs. So it's sort of funny that, Magic, embarrassing loss, really. And then the Cavs, even in a win, are like, well, this isn't all that impressive. Like we should be playing better defensively. Sort of funny.
Yeah. As far as the Magic offense goes, at least you get it. I mean, I think that was the positive I was saying, is that they didn't play as good offensively to start a game. The game before, they get down double digits, and it's over. They can't make up for it offensively, but you score 39 in the first quarter. There's that hope. And yes, it was just taking turns offensively for the Cavs. Just a great show, obviously. I mean, Donovan Mitchell scoring 42 and James Harden doing his thing with that beautiful behind-the-back pass right in the pocket for Max
that
Strus.
was crazy.
The beard to the man bun.
That was nuts.
What a call.
Great headband for Max Strus, looking good with the headband, but just in the perfect spot. Like, he didn't have to even go to his left, to his right. It was just perfect. How could he miss that shot?
It was Reggie was on the call, right? And he's like, Strus wasn't even there. Harden just threw it to a spot. He's like, Strus will be there. And guess what? He was exactly where James Harden threw the pass. Strus looks good in the creamsicle jerseys. He looks like a wrestler to me.
Yeah, that's true. That pops on the screen. Like
those are great,
the creamsicle,
great look.
the tequila sunrise, whatever we call these things, especially when the blue of the Magic is playing against them, looked amazing. Yep.
It did. It did. I know people who like the traditional stuff hate it with the court and that combined, but for hardcores, if you're watching this on Netflix or whatever, like wherever it is, this new look, it looks great. If you're watching basketball every night, it's refreshing. And listen, the Magic need Suggs back. I don't care if I say Javon Carter's a good starter or whatever. They need Suggs back defensively. I don't get it when he doesn't play. I mean, he's just don't
sick,
know.
I think
He's sick. He's injured. He just doesn't play.
he's got an illness.
Okay.
He got pollen in the nose. Came and played in Atlanta, and he has allergies.
It's
since.
bad.
Yeah,
we had one of the worst pollen days ever. The other day, Monday, I think it was.
It's crazy right now.
Like you see it was brutal.
I love pollen.
You love pollen?
Yeah, I love it. I love it when it comes back because spring has sprung.
Okay.
I'm not
it's here right
serious.
now, man.
Yeah,
our cars are covered.
I developed allergies living in Atlanta. I never took a pill in my life.
Me too.
And I'm
Same, yeah.
Mr. Zyrtec now. Wow. We got to get
But
Zyrtec
he loves it.
as a.
This guy loves popping pills.
Yeah, I do. It was nice to add a new one to my organizer to have two in there.
Yeah, our dog's allergic to this crap. It's the worst.
It do be like that.
Yeah. The Cavs, one final note on them. Sam Merrill, he's making the most of his opportunity right now with Jared Allen sidelined, which has also been way longer than I think we anticipated. I thought he was going to miss like a couple of games, and it's like a bit longer. Jared Allen's been out. But anyway, Sam Merrill, 19 points. He scored. A lot of it coming inside last night. You think of Sam Merrill, you just think, great three-point shooter. But 4 of his 5 shots in the paint got to the free throw line a bunch too. Even Donovan Mitchell was joking. Yeah, he's like Giannis, man, the way this guy attacks. But that's something. And I saw Fear the Sword, great Cavs blog, said the Cavs are in the 99th percentile for offensive rating when Harden, Mitchell, and Sam Merrill share the floor. So something is there offensively at least. And he's a bigger guy too. And Harden, of course, is bigger than Garland, so it's not as easy maybe to be picked on that end, though they gave up a ton of points, as we talked about. So something to watch with Sam Merrill. Fitting in nicely with those guys, at least.
He's good. They were playing basically 4 shooters and Mobley down the stretch, which is why, the Magic as a bigger team was able to score a little bit inside, I thought. But yeah, Merrill is a really solid player, and he, I think, becomes an option for the Cavs when it comes playoff time, and they hopefully have their 2 big dudes back on the court, because that's where Jared Allen slots in as a starter. It will be next to Mobley, and they've been going with Mobley, Wade, and Allen when they can. But that means you got Max Strus coming off the bench. You got Sam Merrill coming off the bench, Schroeder, Ellis, a bunch of guys who can do some things. And my man, tall baby Thomas Bryant, was looking good last night.
2 big dunks.
Oh, man, yeah.
2 big ones, yeah.
4 for 4 from the field, celebrating like crazy.
It was.
Making me laugh, of course. And I got to say, Donovan Mitchell is one of the most underrated scorers in the game. When I'm watching last night, I'm like, this guy's the perfect Venn diagram of which 2 top 75 NBA players. One of them is easy.
Dwayne Wade.
He did the big Wade last night, of course.
Yeah, and then who's the other one that he reminds you of or pairs
Current
with?
player, though not currently playing this season.
Oh, okay. But a top Damian Lillard?
That's right.
Yeah.
He is like right in
Yeah.
between Dwayne Wade and Damian Lillard, because he's got the explosiveness of Wade, the ability to get downhill, but he's also a pretty solid off the dribble 3-point shooter and a good off ball 3-point shooter as well, which is where the Lillard thing comes into play for me. He got open for that floater off of a jab step and a pump fake out of the triple threat position.
Yeah.
That was pretty
That was
awesome.
a one possession game.
Yes.
The Magic were down 3, and that was the one that basically won them the game.
Yeah, that was the
a tough
dagger
finish,
for
too.
sure.
Probably a foul could have been called too.
Is that Carter, I think, came and like challenged
He
him?
got bumped. I mean, sometimes it's called, sometimes it's not, but big shot.
Impressive. He's got a deep bag.
Yeah. He's one of the most underrated. Honestly, one of the most underrated guys in the league.
Well,
at the superstar level.
Yeah.
He is.
Okay, look.
In the regular season, for sure.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Make a conference finals.
Yes.
I think he's kind of properly rated overall, where we're like, you're a superstar and you need to take the next step.
Yeah, okay.
But I do think he's underrated as a guy who can go out and get 40 any night.
I think another guy, to pivot to the next game, I think Jalen Brunson is sort of, he's reached that point as well, at least this season. It really barely talked about Jalen Brunson.
That's true.
Goes about his business. Obviously, the Knicks are one of these teams that's trying to chase down the Celtics' task. He had 32 as they beat the Pelicans for their 7th straight victory. Also sort of was going under the radar. I don't think the Knicks have been playing anyone of note, really, so they've been playing the soft part of their schedule, but Brunson took over in this one, too. It was a classic Jalen Brunson game. The guy's averaging over the last 4 years, like, incredible numbers. And then numbers that even go up in the playoffs. The guy's like a 30-point per game scorer in the playoffs over the last 3 years. Anyway, thoughts on the game at all, Brunson?
Nah, they took out New Orleans. Yeah, and he finished it off. They have been a super quiet 7-game winning streak here as they are very aware of the standings, even though Jalen Brunson won't say he is. It would help if they were able to jump Boston for that 2nd seed. Because last year in the playoffs, when those two teams met, the Knicks had home court advantage, and this may not happen this year. So yeah, it's worrisome times. I think they want to get up there. But yeah, Jalen Brunson took care of business.
Yeah, 15 points in the 4th quarter, and I thought pretty smart from Mike Brown having Mikal Bridges bring the ball up in the 4th quarter, which just saves a little bit of energy for Jalen Brunson because he had Herb Jones on him for the most part in the 4th, and he just went off 9 points in the last 5 minutes for Brunson. Plus, he had an assist. I also thought the Knicks bench was pretty solid in this one. At the end of the 1st quarter, kind of flipped the game to New York. They built a huge lead. Jordan Clarkson played really well. That's cool.
Yep. Yep. So good win from the Knicks, 7th straight. Yeah, they've beat up on some bad teams here. Though the Pelicans have been playing better as of late. Because
it was a fun game. The Pelicans were like running and gunning.
Yeah.
That's when they looked their best. When it was a fast break game, the Pelicans were kind of like running the ball down the Knicks' throats, getting dunks. Knicks could not stop Zion getting to his left hand. It was just, that's the way he wants to go. And guess what? He's pretty strong and was finishing inside. And then once the game slowed down, it was Brunson time.
The only game that was a blowout last night, Hornets tied a franchise record with 26 3-pointers made. Tried to set the record at the end. I think Kalkbrenner missed. They didn't score in the final couple minutes.
Has he ever hit a 3-pointer in his career?
Sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Doubt it.
But they routed the Kings. 134-90 was the final score. Con Knippel hit 4 threes for the Hornets. He moved into 2nd place in franchise history for threes made in a season with 247. That's what the Rook is at here. 14 more to pass Kemba Walker.
Yeah, he passed Jason Richardson. I was surprised by that.
And Kemba Walker is obviously with the Hornets. He's a player enhancement coach. I guess is what's on his business card. I enhance players.
Yeah,
cool.
look, the enhancement that they've been making is that they move the ball a lot, and that's a great thing for them. And it's led by LaMelo, who had plenty of threes in this game. 32 assists to their 48 baskets, so 2/3 of their baskets were assisted. That's high for them, even in their run over the last few weeks. Hopefully, LaMelo leading this team can get to his first playoffs. That would be nice. I just hope that for him because he has never played in one, and they don't have a guaranteed playoff spot, being that they're in the play-in, they're 2 games back of the 6th seed, and there's 2 teams in between them. So they did their job last night, moving the ball very, very well, and they covered that spread that we were wondering. 17-point spread, that's big. They destroyed it.
They covered it almost 3 times.
Yeah.
It's amazing. They're 6th in net rating for the entire season. 6th in point differential. They've got the 4th most 20-point wins this season behind the Thunder, the Knicks, and the Celtics, who are all title contenders. And yet the Hornets just moved into 9th place, like you're saying, which is good because at least it gives them a home play-in game. Their only game against any of the other 6 through 10 seeds is against Philadelphia on Saturday. That's kind of a must-win. I feel like for the Hornets, they at least need to get into the 7-8 matchup. So they get 2 chances at making the playoffs. Everybody wants to see them. it's not out of the realm of possibility that they get to 6. Like you're saying, 2 games there, and then it's what, like 2.5 to the 5 seed?
Yeah,
Still in reach.
Yeah,
there's too many teams there.
I
That's
think
the worrisome
Hollinger had a
part.
breakdown like we
teams.
could have a 6-way tie. Did you see this? Between
Wow.
5 and like 10, I guess. And if it happens, the Hornets would be the 5th seed in these all of the tiebreaker situations.
Great.
Apparently, if it was literally a tie between all of those teams from 5 through 10, which would be hilarious. That's maximum chaos, is what we're hoping for here.
Matt Moore is going to be working overtime.
Yep.
But yeah, I think the Hornets have the toughest remaining schedule of any of these teams that are gunning for the 5th through whatever seeds, 5 and 6 in particular. But that includes games. The last 4 games they have this season are against the Timberwolves, the Celtics, the Pistons, and the Knicks that last week of the season. Timberwolves will still be playing, I believe, for seeding. I think the Celtics and Knicks might as well, though it might be locked in by the time of the last game of the season. The Pistons probably not. So who knows how tough those games are actually going to be, but it'll be fun to watch, and I hope at the very least they're in the top half of the play-in bracket.
Yeah. LaMelo Ball, to go back to him, I got a trivia question for you guys. He moved into 2nd place for most made threes in Hornets history, which is quite an accomplishment for a guy that's only in his 6th season.
Yep.
Is LaMelo Ball? Yeah. He hasn't even played 300 games, I don't think. So already 2nd in Hornets history. Kemba Walker is number 1. Can you guys tell me the rest of the guys 3 through 10 on the Hornets all-time list for three-pointers made? Chuck them out.
It's Jason Richardson, right?
No.
No, why? Yeah, why? How could he be part of it? I guess there was a Con Knipple.
Curry.
That was a Con Knipple stat that he passed.
Del Curry's 3rd. That's
Yeah.
who LaMelo passed.
Glenn Rice.
8th, 508.
Who else is a good 3-point shooter? He was there for a long time, so maybe he squeaks in at number 10. Give me I just had his name in my head. Gerald Henderson.
No.
No.
We got 2 current players, by the way.
2 current players.
2 more current players.
Current
on the
Hornets?
Hornets. Sorry, on the Hornets.
Brandon Miller?
Yeah, he's 10th.
Wow.
He's 10th.
He's been there for like 5 seconds.
4th, a guy we never talk about because we don't really like to talk about him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dunk man.
Yeah, Miles Bridges is 4th. Okay, now it's a little tough. 5,
He's
6,
4th.
He's 4th.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's been there a while.
He's at
now.
865 threes. 5, 6, 7, and 9. And these are... No, we got a lot of current players, though, on different teams.
A lot of current players.
Yeah,
on
one guy
different-
that unfortunately made a lot of news this year for all the wrong reasons.
made a lot of
Yeah.
news for all.
Yeah. Involved in a scandal.
Terry
Rozier,
Yeah, he was a
5th
big
all-time.
shot taker.
Is there Rex Chapman on there?
Nope.
Not
nope,
bad.
No, you only have one guy that no longer plays. He was a very high draft pick, this guy. Very high. Number 2, I think he went overall.
Number 2,
yeah,
man.
he went 2nd overall.
Not MKG.
Nope.
He
No.
was a number 2 pick, but I don't think he was making them threes.
No, this guy was drafted, I'll tell you, by the Hawks.
Stacey Augmon? No. Marv Dog Williams. Yep.
Yes, Marv Dog himself.
That's when I learned you should never draft a 6th man from a college team in the top 5. Why would you possibly think that works?
fair enough.
Then the Bulls did it with Patrick Williams years later. And I was like, especially if their last name is Williams.
And then 7th and 9th
David
are
Wesley?
current players. No, they're both current players. One guy's very old, though. Sort of shocking he's on this list. He's made nearly 500 when he was with the Hornets. He's old. He's an international player. He's played for a lot of teams.
Is it a Bogdanovich?
No.
Boyan's out of the
He's I'll just tell you, he's a French guy.
Batum.
There you go, there
I
you
forget
go.
about. He
I
was
know.
He was there for a long
That's
time.
a little
He was like
surprising.
one of the worst contracts in the league while he was on the Hornets.
And then a guy that reminds me of my vehicle,
Oh, Peach?
PJ Washington.
Wow, it's all new guys.
What a list, eh?
That's a weird list.
Kemba Walker, LaMelo Ball, who's 70 away, let's call it, from 1,000 three-pointers made. Del Curry, Miles Bridges, Terry Rozier, Marvin Williams, PJ Washington, Glenn Rice, Nicholas Batum, and Brandon Miller.
Yeah, Con Knipple passed Jason Richardson for the 2nd highest single season
In just
for
a
Hornets.
season.
That sounds like a lot for threes for Jason Richardson.
But then he's not on this list, so obviously didn't
It was
play
a
long
short
enough
one.
with Charlotte. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, those are last night's games. Let's get into some things the National Basketball Association. Wait, no, the
Yeah, that's what
NBA
they're
Players
called.
Association. Yeah, I know. Just call it the Players Association. That's the easiest way.
Throw that P in there.
Hold on. We'll talk about Daquan Plowden here for a bit.
Why?
That guy had his career high last night. Respect him. Respect. We watched him from the G League go up. That's it. That's all. I just want to give you a break from saying NBA, MBPA, and you know.
Yeah, he
had
plowed
a
and
career
puts
high.
the P in MBPA.
Yeah.
The Giannis Bucks standoff has grown contentious enough that the Players Association has decided to get involved here. On Tuesday, it released a statement blaming the league's tanking crisis on Milwaukee's efforts to end Giannis' season earlier than he'd like. Here it is. I'll read a small part. The player participation policy was designed by the league to hold teams accountable and ensure that when an all-star like Giannis is healthy and ready to play, he is on the court. Again, this is their statement. Unfortunately, anti-tanking policies are only as effective as their enforcement. Fans, broadcast partners, and the integrity of the game itself will continue to suffer as long as ownership goes unchecked. We look forward to collaborating with the NBA on meaningful new proposals that will directly address and discourage tanking. So the Players Association taking the tanking angle here with the Giannis Bucks standoff, whatever you want to call it, where they would prefer Giannis not to play any more games, and Giannis, by all accounts, wants to play TAS. What did you make of this statement from the Players Association?
Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not ending his Bucks career sitting on a bench. He's not doing that to the fans of Milwaukee. And so, yeah, the Players Association got involved to speak up for him. And if you looked at his last injury, it was March 15th. He literally dunked right after it, went to the hallway, was talking to the athletic trainers. He wanted to go back out there, but they convinced him to leave because the Bucks are saying, hey, we understand that you want to be dealt, even though he will never declare that he wants to be traded, but to get the most out of him, he has to be incredibly healthy. He is in a part of his career where he does get injured a lot, so they just don't want to take that chance.
And a calf injury at that, too.
Yeah.
A couple times now.
A couple times,
which we have seen,
Recurring.
saying, recurring injury that can get worse.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, this one that he's out with isn't even a calf injury.
Right.
He could literally be playing right now, and he wants to. Again, I think he just wants to do right by the Milwaukee Bucks fans. Done and done. I said they will always forgive him at some point, but are they going to forgive him the day he is traded, or is it going to take them a few months? That's what it comes down to. And if he goes out and plays and finishes his career like this, they can say, look at this guy fighting through injuries. This team stinks. He's ready to go. We'll forgive him the day he leaves. And so that's what this is. And somehow he got the NBA PA to be involved.
Yeah, it's good union leadership. They're saying enforce the collectively bargained rules that we all agreed on. Giannis is healthy. He wants to play. Ownership is saying no. That's what a union is supposed to do. But it also just shows the disconnect between Giannis and the front office because, like you're saying, Giannis is what he's been doing for the past, 3 years, but certainly for the past 1 year is trying to be the good guy. And he's trying to be the good guy here by saying, I want to play. These could be my last games in Milwaukee, though he's not specifically saying that. We all know it. It is better for the Bucks, even if they keep Giannis, for him to not play this season. Slightly better for their draft odds, though it's not going to matter all that much because they can't move up that much.
That's my problem with the statement. This wasn't really about tanking.
Is weird.
It's not.
It's more like, they are keeping our guy out, and they shouldn't be doing that because he's healthy and he wants to play.
And he wants to play.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's more like you just said, this idea, we don't want him to get hurt because he's going to sign an extension and says he wants to be here for life, and we want Giannis as healthy as possible to compete, or the more likely scenario, we're going to trade him, especially if there's no contract extension, which ownership has basically said that on record. If that's not signed, we're moving him. We're dealing him. That we want more of a return. We don't want an injured Giannis because that's not going to help our chances to get X amount of picks or X amount of young players or whatever. So, but it's not really about the tanking. That's the funny part here, though. They sort of made it seem like it because there are way more egregious examples across this league of actual tanking than this, in my opinion.
Yeah, the worrisome part here is that Giannis continuously gets injured. And I don't think he's hurt his trade value to this point, but it's getting borderline how much he is getting hurt. His calves are getting hurt. So you just don't take another chance if you're the Milwaukee Bucks. I get it from their perspective, and it is good. You slipped in there that they came out and were vocal, like their ownership, the Edens, came out and talked. That doesn't happen all that often. So at least there's that for fans, that they came out and verbalized something. They are trading Giannis Antetokounmpo, and they have to do it now because he is at a point where he's getting hurt a lot. As much as I love everything about Giannis and that bod. I love all that bod. He is getting hurt a lot, and we don't know how long he's going to be able to play at this level. He was part of the MVP conversation for a long time at the beginning of this season. Then that was gone. I guess it wasn't that long this season. But then it was gone, and they have to do it now because he could go into 26, 27 and not be healthy.
This just illustrates.
Yeah, but you don't think he should play for the rest of the season?
Oh, I think he should. I think what he has meant for that team, he has to get out and play. It's for him. It's for the fans. I mean, if it's for a few more games, they don't have that many games left.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to play every single game. He doesn't have to play 30 minutes even. Yeah, I do think he should. He does want to. I think yes, he should. But the Bucks, they got to be worried.
It just illustrates how contentious this relationship between Giannis and the Bucks are, because otherwise they talk about it and maybe you convince them and maybe you can't. I don't know. But like, we just went over why this is probably good and best for you, Giannis, best for us as a franchise, for you maybe not to play these very meaningless games. They are for them as an organization this season.
Yeah, but he wants to. Giannis is Kobe in his blood. Like, he wants to do all of this stuff every single game. He wants to play.
So do you think he's going to play, I guess, even one more game here to see out the rest of the season? Like, if you were to put odds on it, I don't know if this is on Kelce. I don't know if, what Giannis' status is if he's going to play a game. Like, would you bet on it that he plays at least one more game in a Milwaukee Buck uniform this season?
I would bet on it. I don't know if Giannis Antetokounmpo gets a percentage of that bet. He doesn't want to talk about that. But yeah, because he is a part owner in Kelce, I think it's only up to 1% as far as the CBA goes, how much he can own of that. My bigger question, I think he'll play. My bigger question is, has his trade value been hurt by all these injuries? By who he is? Do other teams still think that he is 100% of Giannis Antetokounmpo? Because again, he was in the MVP conversation to start this season because he's that good. But then the calf injuries.
Yeah.
Well, they're all
which has been recurring over the last couple seasons too, the injuries.
Yeah, there's been four
untimely injuries a lot of time in the
last
postseason.
2 years.
Yeah. I mean, look, to answer your question, yeah, it's hurt it. It hasn't helped it. I mean, he's still Giannis, so how much has it hurt it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there a one draft pick taken out of the proposal from a said team?
But there isn't a comparable player that's available. There isn't. So I don't know how much it's hurt.
To move a needle to help your chances to win a title.
So I don't know how much it's hurt. But I think that's what the ownership is saying. Every time you come out, this wasn't a bad injury, the last one against the Pacers at all. But every time you come out, there's a chance that you go down. And so, that's part of it, I think.
Any other thoughts?
Is he playing?
Are you over this? Are you over the Giannis Bucks
big time.
controversy?
I hope we're not going to get a decision right away.
No.
They'll offer him his contract and we'll see what he says and then we'll know.
Well, the weird part is he can't sign an extension until October 1st.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And so he's taking into account everything they're doing from June to July to August. According to him, that would factor into whether or not he's going to stick around. And
do you think this factors into whether or not he'll stick around? The Bucks keeping him out for his last potential, like he's got 6 potential home games he could play in. It does feel like a little bit of engineering a dispute. I feel like between him and the Bucks being like, hey, they didn't want me to play. My last game's in Milwaukee. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Things have soured between them so much that everything feels like an insult both ways.
Yeah. We'll see. I was thinking in the drive-in today, I was like, oh yeah, when is it going to happen in the summer? Like a potential Giannis trade breaks. Like, is it going to be early? Is it going to be late? Like you said, is it October? Is it before the season?
Goodness.
My God.
Yeah, it would just suck for all of us talking, but it sure feels if he is going to be dealt, it doesn't matter. The extension part doesn't matter. I don't think.
Well,
on the other side of it, like the team that he would be getting traded to, he would want the most dollars, which you can get from the Milwaukee Bucks. There's that part. But I think if you're dealing him, you're probably dealing him to a team that he wants to be at. So he would sign it.
Right.
It wouldn't be as much money, but the man is making money from Kelce.
Oh, jeez.
From his gummy bears. From lots of other things. What else is he doing? Anyways, I don't think that really matters. The dollars to him, who knows? I'm not working his books. I haven't been told that he wants to trade, but don't tell him that I want to trade. I'm not Alex Soratzis.
Okay. You're just another Greek guy.
I'm just another Greek guy.
Just another Greek guy. You better find out before we do, though. Because you must be on some crazy NBA Greek WhatsApp group.
No, yeah, Greek Reddit.
Greek Reddit. Oh,
No,
nice.
I don't know. I just made that up. I just made that up. I assumed.
Do we have that Greek Fest coming up soon?
Oh, there's always Greek Fest.
We went
man.
last year.
Yeah.
That was hottish.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, it's when the weather starts turning nice for sure.
There's another one, better time of the season in Marietta.
Okay.
It's May, I think.
Oh, much better. Is it on? Is it on grass? That was the other part. I mean, it was hot as hell, but we're in a parking lot. We're just baking. We were baking at a Greek festival.
It's not ideal.
No, it wasn't. It
Didn't
wasn't.
feel very Greek to be
It
doing.
really didn't.
To be slapping your feet and doing a dance and slapping the floor when it's
Right.
pavement. Yeah.
Well, we're going in May. Okay. Let's take a break.
Hold on. We
Oh.
got breaking news.
What do we got?
Breaking
Giannis
news
traded.
from
Giannis got traded.
Shams Charania. No, breaking. The NBA's Board of Governors has approved a vote for the league to explore bids and applicants for expansion teams exclusively in Las Vegas and Seattle.
Okay.
A bidding process is expected to generate offers in the $7 to $10 billion range for each team.
Good.
We're getting expansion,
Good.
and it's
So
those
they
two
vote. So they
cities.
voted on
They said we're
exploring.
We're
it.
doing it
23 owners at least said, "Okay, let's go."
exactly.
Okay.
And it can only be in those two cities,
Yes. Right,
Seattle
right.
and Las Vegas.
Okay.
So they await the bids. They have to be good bids.
$7 to $10 billion.
Yeah.
And LeBron said he's out now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. We didn't talk about that.
Listen, I'm glad they weren't listening to all those people saying, "Oh, 32 teams, or there's not enough talent in the NBA." I don't buy that. I'm not one of those.
Okay.
I think they've done a good enough job with the CBA in that good players have to go other places. Now, they're not top shelf players, but you saw Drew Holiday with the Boston Celtics. They had to move on. Nickeil Alexander-Walker couldn't be signed with the Wolves. So you get a guy like that in the right situation with a good program. That's the most important thing, and that's fine. I know there's people saying, "Oh, like, there's just so many bad teams tanking." I just don't buy that. Look, the NFL has 32 teams.
Mm-hmm.
We're not, like half of them, like 3-14 this year. There was a big number that were 3-14. They sucked.
Yeah.
NBA teams are going to win more than.
So you're saying you want half the teams to suck,
Well,
just like the NFL?
there's only. Well, there's only.
I'm kind of anti expansion right now. I don't think we need it at all.
Those fan. Do we need it? No, we don't. We don't need it. But I think it's fine to have 32 teams, and those teams, they're not going to suck as bad as 3-14. I'll tell you that. They're way better. They're way better than winning literally 20% teams.
What did you
Those
say
teams are way
Daquan
better now.
Plowden's career high is now?
22.
22? Get
you're
ready
saying
for
Plowden?
25 plus when he's playing for the Venom in Las Vegas.
I think the CBA is forcing parity. We're seeing more of that. Listen, I'm not just speaking for Adam Silver here, who made this deal. I think we are seeing more and more parity as the CBA gets older and older, and you guys will have to be split up a little bit more, and there will be some Daquan Plowdens. See out there, Daquan.
That's fine. Yeah. I love
think,
Daquan
I think it's fine. I think you see like organizations that just run better. That's what it comes down to. There's going to be bad teams. There's 2 teams in every single game. One team loses. That's what happens in games. They're gonna-
Just a fact right there.
very
Just a
true.
fact.
Very
All right, let's take a break and then we're going to hit the beach. Right about now, this FanDuel brother, check this out now. This FanDuel brother. I don't know. That popped in my head when I was writing this yesterday. I was like, I'm going to do it. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bet loses. Here's how it works. Place a tournament bet using the token, the J.R.R. Tolkien. And if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets every single day for 10 straight days. That's 10 chances to play all tourney long. Samwise, listen up. From game props and money lines to spreads, totals, futures, and more. I might even sprinkle a little bit of money on the ponies. I like Shadowfax to win the Derby. Thanks, JD. You can even mix things up with the same game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to fill out your bracket, FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the action day after day. So visit the FanDuel Sportsbook app today. FanDuel, it's time to dance. We've been dancing. I guess that's back tomorrow, isn't it? Round two.
yeah, it is.
Round, not
Yeah,
round
we're
two.
dancing
The
tomorrow.
second weekend of March Madness with the
Yes,
men's
yes,
at least.
yes,
Yes.
We should be making a medley of all our FanDuel songs that we've been
We have had done quite a bit.
Right about now.
right about now.
Remember that song?
Is that Fat Boy Slim?
That's
Fat
right.
Boy Slim.
We've got a Fat Boy Slim. I threw in a Bruno Mars last week. Has there been it's been a third?
I've done another one. Yeah. Was it? I don't know what it was.
We
though.
did this is Montel Jordan, right? Like
Maybe.
Is this how you bet it?
maybe it's
We
no
did.
something about Friday. I take it back. I thought Montel Jordan was related to the
Oh,
Friday.
I did the classic, what's her name? The Friday song.
Rebecca Black.
Rebecca
Thank
Black.
you. I
Nice.
definitely did that.
That's what it was. Yeah, I thought it was Montel Jordan for some reason.
Yes. Okay, medley coming up. I also said fart duel the other day. I don't know if that counts. That could be a song.
Could be.
Could be a web series as well. Two guys
Go
going
on.
butt to butt.
What?
Yeah, not head to head. You know?
Just like pressing
I'm
your
not
butt.
saying-
Just my fart into your butt and you fart back into my butt? Fascinating.
You ever see that movie? You and Me and Everyone We Know, I think it was
No.
called. Back and Forth Forever. Same poop.
No.
It's a weird movie.
I am not.
Weird.
I don't even know what you're saying.
I
right
would
now.
think it's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Miranda July. Yeah, she's a unique creator of things.
Okay.
Including farts
Yeah.
and stuff.
Back and forth
Fascinating.
forever. Same poop.
You know, a great place to fart? Maybe one of the best places to fart on the beach.
You got the buzz, I got the rockets. You got the nuts, I got the chocolates. We got that chit chat down pat, blah blah blah. You got that certain special, je ne sais quoi. Let's go.
I mean, it really is.
Yeah, nice open air. No worries.
Very few worries when you're farting on the beach. But we go to the beach to read your emails and your tweets. We got a fun batch here from you guys. So thanks everybody for sending these in. You can email them in nodunks.inc. That's INC at gmail.com. You can leave them in the YouTube comments. We sometimes solicit them on social media channels. So that's the best way to get them in. First one here. I got it. Hi, gentlemen. I know you guys hate the "is this guy a Hall of Famer" questions, but Bam Adebayo's 83-point game has a unique angle I haven't heard anyone talk about. Does this one achievement almost single-handedly cement his place in the Hall? If so, are there any other examples of singular events bringing a guy from, let's say, a fringe case, if you could even say that for Bam, to Hall of Fame overnight? May the classics reign like wedgies. We're in a drought right now, both for rain here in Atlanta and wedgies.
That's a great point.
Yeah, it's been a while after we set the record. Anyway, that's from Kenny. So I want to start with the Bam part of it. Do you believe what Kenny's selling us here? Like, Bam scoring 83, is that taking a fringe case, if it even was that, to sort of more of a lock to make the Hall of Fame because of that achievement?
One game does not get you in.
Yeah.
I tried to find another game that would get an NBA player in, and we have lowered the bar over the last few years. So I thought maybe there's a slim chance, but no, one game doesn't get you in.
Okay.
Now, what would get Bam closer? Now, I do think he is kind of a fringe candidate.
Like on his way.
He's not, yeah, it's a little too early, but he is a fringe candidate, especially with the lowered bar. What would help him this year is Victor Wembanyama missed enough games, so he couldn't be Defensive Player of the Year to get Bam his first Defensive Player of the Year trophy, potentially. You know, he probably wouldn't win, but he needs one. I think it would help.
Sure, okay.
He's 3 All-Stars, 5-time All-Defensive Team. That's not enough. I don't think it's enough. 2 NBA Finals, but no championship.
2 gold medals.
I was going to say that
Yeah.
definitely
That-
does help him.
Nice banners
But
He literally has a banner
in Miami
the Heat Arena. Yeah.
for that guy.
he does. He
but
does.
no.
He was on the team.
Yeah, single games.
No.
You can't do it.
Okay. Yeah, your thoughts on that, TK, from Kenny here?
Basketball Reference Hall of Fame probability 0.8% for Bam right now, right between Julius Randle and Fred VanVleet. He's at 10K points, 5K rebounds. He's not a Hall of Famer now, but let's say he continues to play a normal career the way he has and becomes a fringe case. I think 83 points would put him over. I think that if voters are like, should Bam be there? Well, he did have that 83-point game, and I think it'll factor into it. I don't think that specifically gets him in, but I
Right.
think it'll be part of his case.
Yeah, I was looking up his chances on Basketball Reference as well. You already said there. Basically less than a 1% chance right now. Still a lot of basketball he played, but he has like similar odds to like Andre Drummond, Vucevic, guys that have played longer, right?
Well, I mean, Vooch is in, right? We're all saying Vooch is in.
No, I'm not. And so Bam's not making it. I don't think not right now, of course, if his career ended today. And the 83 points, yeah. I was trying to think of like examples or comparisons. Here's a weird one. Vince Carter, okay, goes into the Hall of Fame. I think he was helped out quite a bit by the 22-year career, right? I mean, he got a lot of the cumulative stats at the end. He just played an incredible career, very, very long. But like, let's say he played a more normal, I don't know, like just even say 15 years instead of 22. It's like, I'm almost convinced that the 2000 dunk contest performance was like, you know what? That puts him in. That's just enough to bump him over if he's a fringe guy. So that was the only comparable one, like a one thing that I was like, could take you from fringe to like in my case. Because it's just legendary and it's like sort of one of those, can the history of basketball be told without Vince Carter as one of the greatest dunkers ever and that performance and all that? I don't know. I think you're missing a piece if you didn't have him.
Is the 2000 dunk contest performance more memorable than Bam Adebayo's 83-point game? I think it is.
Yes.
So it's on I think it's on another level of moments, you know. But I hear what you're saying.
I'm just trying to find something.
As far as Vince Carter's long career, it somewhat factors into Bam Adebayo's. I mean, he has played a lot. He's up to 10,000 points. He's only in his 9th season. He can get to 20,000 points. Like he can have a long career. Maybe not quite, whatever. It could be Bam, or it could be Vince-like, but maybe too many guys are doing 23 seasons at some point.
I think you're right. He really needs like a defensive player of the year, a championship, of course, helps everybody, like a big postseason run, like one of those sort of big accolades. Like he's never winning MVP or anything like that. So probably a DPOY, his best chance to really help his case and keep racking up all defensive selections, couple more All-Stars.
Or some ships. I mean, that helps.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but like, what if he gets the 5 All-Star games?
Yeah, I mean,
it's only 2 more All-Stars. That's not out of the realm of possibility.
No, it's not. No, but he's like
he'll probably retire as the all-time games played leader for the Heat. He's like 300 behind Wade White right now.
Yeah, he probably will.
Like another 5 seasons, basically. It would not surprise me at all.
No,
if Bam
I agree.
is a Hall of Famer.
I agree. And you said you brought up
When it's
Team
all
USA
done.
gold
Yeah.
medals. They take that into consideration. It's your career.
The bar is different.
But the guy also is like career, like 16 and 9. You know,
totally.
it's not
Totally.
wowing you by any means.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fun question, Kenny. Anything else on that one? No? Okay.
No, I just wrote down basically the leaders in every single game thing are not in the Hall of Fame. Well, Chamberlain, of course, is, but Manute Bol, 15 blocks, not in. Scott Skiles, 30 assists, not in. Charles Oakley, 35 boards, not in. Kendall Gill, 11 steals, not in.
Great point, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just wrote that down.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just straight up wrote it down.
What about the second time, or the second most in each set? Because that's what Bam.
Who has
See,
the
I
second
did
most
fudge it a little bit.
cruise
Shaquille O'Neal also had 15 blocks in a game. He's in.
Nice fudge.
Yeah.
Nice.
A little fudgy fudge.
I did see Manute Bol's 15 recently too, because I was looking at rookies with the most blocks in a single game, because Ace Bailey had 5, tying the single season high this season.
Okay.
I think Manute Bol had 15 in a game in his rookie year.
I think you're right.
That's good.
It's a lot of blocks.
That's good.
He should be put in.
Put him in.
Posthumously put him in. Next one. With Wemby's ascension, there needs to be a term and tracking for when offensive players give up on a drive or shot when he is lurking. With your history of popularizing and tracking wedgies, No Dunks has an opportunity, a responsibility to take the lead on this. My suggestions? Nope. Abort. Turn back. Big bros. Interesting. Scaredy stat. Oh, hell nas. See, that one I wanted to say or hell nas, but this one is
oh
hell
hell
nas.
nas.
Yeah. For example, Wemby had 6 nopes in the game last night. What better suggestions do you all have? Thanks. That's from Henry, who wrote a great book on worm composting.
Oh, that's the same Henry that you guys
It
were
is the
talking
worms, yeah.
about.
Yeah,
Henry
with
Owen.
Also a very good question. So what
This
would
is a
be
good
your
question.
suggestion for what Wemby does?
Well, the 2 best ones that he suggested there are, I do like oh hell nas. I think that's such a funny one where you're going to go in there and think about a floater or a layup and you're like, oh hell no, Wemby's there. That's a good one, but I'm team nope. It's good, man. Like, let's take it to the movies. Jordan Peele's Nope.
Great movie.
It's about aliens, man.
It's about aliens.
He's the alien. Wemby. Nope.
Beautiful alien.
It sounds good. Wemby had 6 nopes last night. I like it.
That's
I don't
the
think we
best
need to
one.
overthink it, man.
I'm
I've
in.
heard it before too. I don't think Henry came up with it, but like that's good to me. I couldn't come up with a better one than nope.
Yeah, I did a play on words. Wem bans, like banning you from the paint. You know, it's not as ideal because it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be an altered shot. You know, it can just be a guy getting out of there. So yeah, nopes it was well done. I had to debate with myself. Am I going to include this in the question because it's too good? We could just steal
pretend
it
that we
from
came
Henry.
up with it? Yeah.
But I saw the nickname for Wemby, which is it's a bit of a reach, but the altar boy I think would be good. He alters shots. He alters them all the time. There are altars in Shaolin monasteries, like where he spent some time. So, I mean, if you want to relate it, if you can connect it to religion, imagine all the fans you'd be pulling from different religions that have altar boys.
Wasn't Kendrick Perkins the altar boy?
Was he?
He actually was an
Yeah,
altar
yeah.
boy.
There's a photo.
Yeah, he's a giant altar boy.
He wasn't blocking anything.
No, he wasn't. Not a lot of nopes around Kendrick
Nopes.
Perkins, really. I think you felt pretty good getting your shot off. The altar boy is funny, but
Yeah,
TK,
really
you
funny.
looked like you were team nope as well. Or do you have
I'm with the
anything
stream team. They're saying yep on nope.
else? Okay, there it is.
That's good.
We're going with it.
Wemby had 6 nopes in the game last night.
It's good. I'm sorry, it's good. Nope.
I feel hard to track. Very subjective tracking.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
but that's
yes,
okay.
Yeah. So we're including you go into the lane, you're like, I'm leaving. I'm leaving this lane.
Yeah, you just sort of know it when you see it, right? You're like, oh, that guy thought about that. If that's 99% of other guys in there, they're gonna take that shot or look to get it or try and draw a foul or whatever, but they didn't, and they scurried away, or they obviously turned it down. You know it. Everybody
4
knows it that watches.
scurries. He had 4 scurries tonight.
Next one here, Dear No Donkey Bunch. Your discussion of illegal use of footwear got me thinking, how many games would this year's Thunder team have won if they all had to play every game in socks? That's from Cheeve.
Uh-oh.
Yep, you just got cheeved on this one. What an insane question.
This is a great, insane question.
Have a go, TK.
Okay, I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can probably play in socks. Like he glides around the court already, but he does do a lot of stops and starts.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that would be
brutal.
According to their schedule, they played 17 games against like the worst teams in the league this year. I think they could go 13-4 against the Tankers.
Everybody wearing socks.
Everybody wearing socks and then lose every other game.
Wow.
So I think give them 13 wins.
Loses the rest of the
13-59. Is that right?
man,
69. 69.
I don't know, man. I was like, can they win one game? Every guy playing in socks, could they beat a professional basketball team? No matter how bad some of these teams are and how bad they want to lose because of tanking. But
That's what
I
I
don't
got
know,
to.
man.
That's what I got to. I got to 1 win. where they get hot. I
Just shoot a bunch of threes.
Yeah, there's going to be too much slippage, I think. Maybe I'm overestimating how much they're going to slip.
Probably not.
We're
going to slip a lot.
But I guess we didn't determine, like, can they play in those non-slip socks?
Like hospital socks.
Yeah. Now, a little more convinced, a little more
those are
traction.
good.
A little grip.
A little more traction.
Oh, they're real good.
Otherwise, I think you're playing in NBA socks, you're cut. Like, I sometimes wear NBA socks around my house and I'm like wiping out after a clean floor. You know?
Oh, they're fun. They're fun to slide in.
Yeah, Tom Cruise style.
Exactly.
But so God, heaven forbid on a floor. No way, I'd say. I'm zero, man. I don't
Fun
think the
question.
Thunder win a game.
Fun question, Chief. We got
What a
Chief.
question, Chief. We got Chief. God
Yeah,
damn it.
I don't know how
We
much.
Chiefed ourselves.
Let's try and get Shea to run one possession where he does his thing. Like
Play one game.
It'd be good
No
for
shoes.
sell shoes too. You take them off. He's like, what would happen? He's bringing the ball up the court and just slips his shoes off. Legal, I guess. Never thought of this.
Yeah.
There's probably not a rule that you can't take off your own shoes.
This is
guessing.
You're
Don't know.
right. It's sort of like the equivalent of like have a guy on an inbounds play get down on all fours and bark like a dog, and it's like everyone's like distracted a little bit. This would be weird if someone like took off their shoes,
That's not in.
like a Tenenbaum's movie, and everyone's like, "Is he okay?" And then he just hoops it up. I don't know.
It's not in the rule book.
It's not in the rule book.
But what would be in the rule book? No, I should say record book. This would be the longest game in NBA history. How much the mop crew would have to come out and stop the clock?
Non-stop mopping.
Yeah, it's all mopping.
Interesting. You're saying because their feet would be damp.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's grip.
Is it? Wet
Skin on wood?
Wet skin. Why is it skin?
Well, it's, you know.
It's wet fabric.
It's
wet
wet
cloth.
fabric. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. I think it's grip. You spit on the floor, you rub your foot in it,
That's a good point.
you got more grip.
I hear what you're saying. It's like you would
You'd have more grip than a dry sock.
Well, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I don't think you have grip still.
Probably not.
Interesting.
All right, other
Great
questions off of this one. Which player do you think would be the best playing in socks? And which player do you think plays like they are wearing socks currently?
I mean,
Plays like
like why? What's hurting? Like Wemby in socks. Let's talk this out.
Right? He can still play defense.
He can
Get by
still
the
he
rim.
can still be 7'5".
Yep.
Yeah. Nopes are still happening.
Yes.
Like you lost an inch, but it's okay.
Still noping.
Yeah. Which guy plays like they're in socks? So they're slip sliding around.
Yeah. Only guy I had for that is Karl Anthony Towns.
So he's stumbling.
He
and
falls a
bumbling.
lot. Yeah, he looks a little awkward at times. He's got a sock-like game to me.
Okay.
Just something to chew on, you know?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
these are good.
Yeah, when we're looking at these people's
Jesus.
feet.
Chief, you've done it again.
You've done it again. How many games would the Celtics win if they all had to wear tall green hats? 82-0. Gives them powers.
That'd be a fun week.
Good Chief jokes.
Make that Rivals Week, okay? Add that to Rivals Week that nobody usually cares about, but Celtics play in tall green hats. Cavs have to play with like a sword, like
Yeah.
a sheath, on their hip. Like, add that
love it.
element
I
for
love
one
it.
game, and watch ratings go nuts.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, next one.
Hey, prohibition on throwing the ball down through the rim. Just rolls off the tongue. I anticipate that one of the biggest stories at the end of the regular season will be all the great players who are not eligible for regular season awards. Get ready for graphics showing 5 players who are good enough to be the All-NBA first team, but were not eligible for any awards because they didn't play at least 65 games. What would you call this, air quotes, team? Turnips, love, root, veg, onion. That's from Seppi. So what would you call the team that
Of course.
bunch of guys didn't play 65 games?
Well, this is the perfectly timed email here because we can talk about what the Players Association also had to say about the 65-game rule. But to answer the question, I think it'll just be called the almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades team. Because we're going to have a lot of guys, unfortunately, just short, close, but it doesn't count. Guys that have already not made it, LeBron, Steph, Giannis. I mean, these guys are usually in the conversation for all NBA teams, but then teetering on the edge of eligibility here. We got Jokic, we got Wemby, we've got Cade, which I know we'll get into, Anthony Edwards, Kawhi Leonard. Who else am I for? I guess SGA. I mean, one bad injury could still knock him down. There's a couple other really notable names. So it does not roll off the tongue, I admit. TK are usually be a little better at this, but I have the almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades team.
I just had the PPP All-Stars
Oh, the
because that's why they're being left off these teams is because of the player participation policy.
the PPP All-Stars or
PPP
All NBA.
All-Star.
Huh? Yeah.
All NBA,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Okay.
I tied it into what you were just saying, that this has become an issue, and we'll get to it. But because this is going to be the final year of this 65-game rule, it's going to be done. I went with the final forfeits.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
We got
I
some
don't mind
alliteration.
that at all. If it is indeed the final time
It's
we do this.
gotta be.
And let's talk about that. So the Players Association, they want the 65-game rule to be modified or go away entirely. In a statement obtained by the AP's Tim Reynolds, great guy, it cited Detroit Pistons star Cade Cunningham's potential ineligibility for postseason awards as it described the rule as unfair to players. So I'll read you a small part. Quote, since its implementation, far too many deserving players have been unfairly disqualified from end-of-season honors by this arbitrary and overly rigid quota. And they really were focusing on the Cade of it all, TK, because I guess it makes it sound like he is not going to return here for the regular
That's
season.
what it definitely sounds
His
like.
agent
yeah.
is basically coming out and saying this. So he would be just short here. We've talked about this a ton. I don't think really any of us were the biggest fans of this. We do think it maybe does go away. But what do you think of the Players Association also having things to say about this yesterday?
Yeah, this is a little different than the Giannis versus Bucks thing because they're basically like, you actually shouldn't enforce this rule that we all agreed to.
Yes.
We like the other rule. This rule, not so good. And look, they also said the same thing I said when we talked about this earlier in the season. This rule must be abolished or reformed to create an exception for significant injuries. PPP was invented to get players to play. It has been successful in doing that, and in doing so, the league got a gigantic media rights deal. It was not meant to keep players out of award conversations if they suffer an actual injury. It was to deal with rest. There's a difference between players load managing and a guy like Cade who has a collapsed lung. So there's nothing they can do about it right now because they're in the middle of the season. They can't change the CBA right now.
They agreed to it.
Yeah, they agreed to it. So it's unfortunate for Cade. It really sucks for him. The guy would be all NBA first team, I do believe. I mean, maybe he's in the. There's other guys you could say
That's
for
first or
fifth, but
second.
he's there. He would be there for me. So I think they will certainly take a look at this and ways to make it different because there is a little bit of a carve out, right? Like there is a 62 game rule as well if you suffer a season ending injury. Now, for that to be true for Cade, he would have to come back and play 2 more games, which therefore means it's not a season-ending injury. So he's caught in a tough spot right now.
He got hurt like a couple minutes into his 61st game. So it's just the worst timing ever for this.
For that
and that's
rule
why
to be
they're saying,
implemented,
do
sure.
an exception here. Like for him, even maybe alone.
I didn't know there was that 62 rule until I read it yesterday.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Finally, we get to mention our clause.
So so do you think it will just be completely abolished?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Or do you think they could reform it a little bit? And a lot of people have said, just lower the quota even a little bit more. 58 games, 70% of the season is what they use as the requirement for statistical league leaders. That's how many you have to play to be a point per game leader or a rebound per game leader, stuff like that. Why not just make it that? So it's like even universal, I think is a fair, adjustment. Still, obviously, you want to see these guys play and you have to play them out. The thing we're getting at here is like the media was doing an okay job, I think, determining between a guy that plays 40 games to a guy that plays 65 plus games and the weight and impact of him in these award races, right? It wasn't like that was being done okay. Like we're going to be debating, or we would debate, 61 games of Cade, how does it compare to, just off the top of my head, like 70 games of Jalen Brunson for a all-NBA first team selection? Those are the debates we have. Yeah. And we go, Cade was better and more deserving. Oh, no, well, I think those 10 games more, 9 games more is actually in favor of Jalen Brunson. Yeah. That's what we do. But
it's going to be a part of MVP.
They remove it from the media's role in this with this like hard-lined 65 games. Or you got to play 65 games. So just get rid of it. But,
yeah, it served its purpose. When owners and the players got to the table and they said, okay, listen, we got to sign up a huge TV deal. It's coming up. How are we going to show that you guys are going to play a lot? Just make this rule in 2023. So it served its purpose. The 58 sounds low. Just sounds low.
Agree. That doesn't sound like a lot
so
of games.
60, I guess.
Round number of 60,
But
which
the
was
other
part
thing
of
is,
the debate.
I do agree. I'm like, yeah, players should play at least 65 games. It's not asking a lot to play 3/4 of the season.
Yeah, I'm not doing math. When you said
But the
58,
problem is the injury versus the resting versus
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
load.
that's what it comes down to.
That's the problem.
Yeah, and 82 games is a lot. So teams can afford to say, we'll sit you out 10 games. We're still going to be third in the standings. We're still going to be good in the standings. Because it doesn't factor in all that much.
I mean, whatever number we decide on, unfortunately, there's going to be a guy or two that comes up a game short for whatever reason. Whether it's 58 games, 60 games, 65 games, whatever we set it at.
Yeah,
that's the rule. In the collective bargaining agreement that the Players Association and obviously the league, they agree on that number, whatever it is. It just sucks. Everybody feels bad for Cade here. That's what we're getting at. We're like, oh my God, the guy has played at an MVP level all season long. They're the number one team. He's well deserving of at least all NBA selection. And it's like the only other like sort of idea I heard that makes some sense is maybe if you don't hit the 65 game threshold, you can't make first team all NBA, but that doesn't take you out of consideration for second or third team.
Well, the raises and how much each player is paid is through all NBA appearances, right?
Yes.
It could be. Does that an MVP? Yeah. Does it matter on any team for all NBA?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's a factor in here, I think, to this whole thing.
Yeah.
And why
Well, thank
Cunningham's
God Cade
agent
got
came
paid
out.
already.
Right.
I mean, imagine the controversy we'd be having, or the hoopla around this if he was like $45 million was on the line here for him making an All NBA team.
Yeah.
That would really be nuts.
Yeah. The
but-
big part of this is every agent wants his guy to get paid.
so he gets more money too.
Yeah. It's all factored in here. I mean, that's where I'm getting at is that could be changed at some point, but it ain't. It ain't going to be changed for a long time in terms of how guys get raises. That's another step. But the 58 of 82, when you said that at 70%, it seemed it didn't
You think
seem
my
that
math
high.
is wrong?
Well, no, I did the math. Yeah, no, it didn't seem like 24 of 82 games missed. That's still 70%. It is, 70.7. So that's not, you're not missing a lot, even though 58 sounds way lower just because, to me, it's because 60 is such a round number, I guess. That's why it sounds
It's true. I mean,
low.
30% of the season is a lot to miss.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
a lot.
That's where they got to. So 60? I don't know. Somewhere around
Why
there.
can't these guys just play 82 games every single year and nobody ever get hurt?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Just do it. I did eliminate these suggestions for that team from Seppi, so I do want to mention them.
Okay, what do you
because it threw
have?
me out. I think the best one was the strive for 65 guys. The strive for 65 guys. You know, I thought that was the best one. No NBA first team, all NBA 0th team.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Anyways, the final forfeits. Hopefully they get rid of it, so we
final
don't talk.
forfeits.
So we don't
I like
talk
that
about
one.
it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Next one here, boys. When you talked about playing in hats, I was immediately transported back to the summer of 1996 when I was an 11-year-old at a Raptors basketball camp. All the campers gathered in the main gym to hear from none other than Raptors GM Isaiah Thomas. I was pumped. Isaiah got to the front of the gym, mic in hand. And as he was about to address the gym full of campers, he pointed to me and said sternly, "You! Why are you wearing a hat in a basketball gym? Basketball players don't wear hats. Give me 25 push-ups." I did my push-ups, but I was devastated, and I have never forgiven Isaiah Thomas. So other than Mike Bibby versus Skeets, is there anyone in life, NBA related or not, who you hold a secret grudge against or irrationally hate? That's from Marcus P. Traumatized by Zeke in 1996.
That's awesome.
Isaiah Thomas sounded like me there. You know my stance on hats on the basketball court. So I stand with Isaiah Thomas on this one. But fun question.
Good story.
Who wants to go first on a rational hate or secret grudge, I guess, against somebody, either an NBA player, coach, GM, or something not?
Mine is truly personal, so I don't know if anybody ever wants to hear this story.
let's
Of course
go,
we
man.
do.
It's not as good as
Of course we
Isaiah.
do.
Me versus Isaiah Thomas. That one's too good. But mine comes back to basketball. I was in a random practice where there was a mat on the floor, and my Coach McAllister, he said, "You, Alex," specifically. He was going at Alex, I think. He wasn't going at so much
He's
at
your
me, but
friend.
he goes at Alex. He goes, "Hey, wrestle Tass. You wrestle him."
Wrestle.
We wrestled on a mat for no reason. He wanted. I think it was about Alex to show some aggression,
Okay.
just to force a little bit of passion
Like a
from
little
him.
fight. Yeah. Okay. Literally a fight.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to fight. I didn't want to fight Alex. I don't know who won. It was me. But either way, it was just a wrestling match, and it was over.
Could have been anybody.
Oh, weird,
But you're in your
weird
gym
coaching.
uniforms.
Yeah,
Like your basketball uniform.
yeah, we were in singlets.
Well, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
you knew you were Greek. A little Greek, Greco-Roman.
Show me what you got.
Yeah.
So weird one, Coach
So you've always hated
McAllister.
McAllister.
Yeah, I don't like it. Well, he sent me a message 5 years ago,
reached out?
2021. He said, "Hey, I saw you on NBA TV Canada."
He's like,
Just
man,
wanna
I
see your
wish
familiar
you
face."
would fight that guy next to you. I'd love to see you go at it.
Wrestle Channing Frye.
Wrestle Channing Frye. Good callback. Thanks, Coach
That's a good
McAllister.
one. That's a good one.
It's a funny one.
What do
yeah,
you got,
weird, man.
TK?
Grayson Allen for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
nice.
flagrant fouled Alex Caruso in the 22 regular season. The Bulls completely fell apart as soon as Caruso went down with injury. That was why I started disliking Grayson Allen. And then in the playoffs that year, it was Bucks versus Bulls. I went and saw Game 3. It was the first Bulls home playoff game in, I think, 5 years. And Grayson Allen went for 22 points in 25 minutes, and we were just booing the entire time, and he was killing the Bulls. Game 4, 27 points on 10 of 12 field goals in 28 minutes. So he hurt our guy and then ended the season. And I've hated him ever since. And unfortunately, like I've said before, I actually think he's good. Like, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
Is like he actually is a good player as well.
Yeah, well, that's why the Mike Bibby and my hate for Mike Bibby works too. He was good. He was. I'll admit it. I mean, he sucked. Fuck Mike Bibby, but he was.
He is a killer sometimes.
JD, do you have an answer to this? Because you recently on No Buffs really went at Zach Brown. Like, really not a fan of Zach Brown showing up on Survivor and wearing flip-flops on the beach.
Well, look, you know,
Called him out.
I did call him out. I came for him.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's more about the whole segment. So it's not really against Zach Brown. But Marcus
walking it
P.
back.
and I.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm not walking anything back.
Walking it back in flip-flops. Tough to do walking
It's
backwards
very hard
in
to do,
flip-flops.
so hard.
Especially in the
Beach.
sand. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Marcus P., I have the same grudge against Isaiah Thomas for a completely different reason.
Here we go.
Look, there's some, you know, we used to work at NBA TV, and, you know, we would go to All-Star and stuff. And, you know, there was a little bit of separation between production and talent, right?
Yep.
And at the time, Isaiah Thomas, I can't remember which All-Star this was, but he launched. It was
I
New
can
Orleans.
remember the New Orleans hotel that we were you're about to get to.
Yeah. You guys all got bottles of Sherlin's champagne.
That's
or,
right. That's
sparkling wine.
It's
or
the
whatever
best
the fuck it
champagne
is.
I ever had.
Yeah,
Outside our hotel rooms, right? Or in our hotel
It
rooms.
was in. It was waiting.
yeah,
it was a
yeah,
nice,
yeah.
real nice gift inside our rooms.
Yeah. The best I ever got was a case of Starry. Changed my life.
Yeah.
But still, it was whatever. It was everybody got it. It was outside our rooms.
That was Salt Lake City, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We only remember All-Star weekends by the gifts we were given.
What drink
Who
was
can
outside?
forget the JBL speaker from Kenny Smith in
I think that was New Orleans as well.
Oh,
It
was
was.
it?
oh, I
was.
can
I was
forget
gonna
it
say
because I
Houston.
didn't get one.
Sorry to bring it up. You're not talent. You're
too
talented,
sexy.
but you're not talent. There's a
Well,
difference.
it's all debatable. Anyway, Matteo and I talked to, his PR guy, Blake, I think his name was, came up to us and he was like, hey, how'd you guys like the champagne? Blah, 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 blah. And we're like, well, we didn't get any.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, this is a horrible oversight. I'm going to fix this. Yeah, we never got that champagne and never have. I've never tried it. It has never passed my lips. I don't hate Isaiah Thomas, but I do hold a secret
Yeah,
grudge
no,
because
that's
of
fair.
that. You know,
That's fair.
Yeah. And it's an insult to injury. It's
Forgot about
the champagne that they use at the end of every season of Survivor.
That's a crazy
Well, that's the
twist.
crazy part. Like, you'd sort of think, okay, this champagne is here for a year or two, and then it's gone. Credit
No.
to Zeke and the the marketing behind it. I see it more now than ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Not
Sherlin
just a
champagne.
flash in
Yeah.
the champagne pan.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like Mike Bibby, right? He's good at his job because he got the champagne in the right hands. Me not getting it didn't make a difference. Matteo didn't make a difference, but you guys getting it and Jeff Probst getting it.
Yeah.
Hey, it worked out. Blake, you're great at your job. Fuck Blake, and that's it.
All right. Hopefully somebody from Sherlin Champagne is listening. This would be great. We can make some great content out of this.
Yeah.
Like you finally getting it. Cracking
It would
it,
be like we
drinking it.
won the NBA Finals
Yeah,
in here.
yeah,
Goggles
we'll
on,
literally pop
spray it
champagne.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, a nice discussion in the No Dunks group chat last night. Would you rather drink Sherlin champagne or Russillo White?
I mean, I'd love to try Russillo's wine, which I thought was fake too. Whoever asked that, I was like, is this fake? Like, it looked like a Photoshop, but Ryan Russillo has his own wine.
It's a real
Yeah.
wine.
Which-
Yeah, a Sauvignon Blanc, if I'm not mistaken.
He's in a sailor's
He's in a sailor's
cap
hat
on
yep.
the bottle.
But I couldn't tell. It felt like Matt was ducking the question. Do you think that was his personal bottle, or he just took that photo from promotional thing, or did he actually go to a store and purchase a
Didn't
bottle?
look like his place.
Give
to
me the Ryan. Poppin' Ryan.
Tough call.
Should we get in the wine game and the champagne?
Sure.
We should.
No Dunks Natty.
All right. Okay. I guess we got one more here. Is that right?
But
we
didn't
do.
you didn't have a good grudge that you had? I guess you're Mike.
I
Bibby.
do. You want another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan Lebitard.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
What a left
Nice
turn.
one.
You didn't see that one coming, did you?
No.
I mean, you guys know this personally.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever said it on the show, but when I was a young pup, I was at Yahoo Sports, Ball Don't Lie days. So way back. I was booked to go on Dan Lebitard's show, on the radio show, I guess. And I did a hit. I did a segment. He was a real dick.
During the segment?
Yeah, and like he must have, who knows what was going on in his life. I'm making excuses for him now, but like he was just very like rude and mean, and I don't think he wanted to do it. Didn't know who I was, didn't care to know who I was. Like, who cares, I guess. But like it's a good life lesson, you know? To me. It's like when I go on people that are like nobody podcasts, I hate to say it like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Lesser known podcasts. Starting out, yeah. I'm trying to be nice.
Sure.
But he wasn't. I never forgot it. It really pissed me off.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. So that's mine. And
That's great,
by all accounts, is a nice guy. People like him and all that, but not to
Seems
me.
like a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Surprising. I was definitely in that era too. I thought you'd go with, this is maybe a deep cut. When we first got our first air quotes jobs, took us several years. We got hired at the Score.
Okay.
There was an individual who didn't want us to get hired. He wanted no part of that, as we were kind of taking the shine of his talent. You mentioned talent. You don't know who I'm referring to?
No, I actually don't.
Remember, we got all of our fans to email in to the Score and say, hey, let them know that we need to be hired there. We deserve to be hired there.
Right.
And no, it's not coming to anybody. Cabby Richards, producer.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I just can't remember his name.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was a Dave.
Dave.
Wasn't it?
Was that Cricks?
Cricks. Yeah.
That's who it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's long forgotten.
Yeah, he's long forgotten. He's long forgotten.
But you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
he didn't want us hired, so he put a call out. Cancel the email account. We don't want anyone to see these. Anyways. But listen, people make mistakes. Like somebody wrote as a comment here, back to your Lebitard. Somebody said, why does it feel like Tass hates Spencer Jones? Because we interviewed him yesterday.
What?
I love Spencer Jones. But I think
You're the one that booked him.
Yeah, I think Dan Lebitard can't be mean. I there's no way.
Hey man, I know. That's what makes it weird. That makes it rationally strange. I get it.
Good question.
But he was
having a
mean
bad day.
to me when when it wasn't on. We weren't live. You know what I mean?
Oh, it was pre-recorded?
I should make it clear. I didn't make it clear. It was like before the recording, whatever we talked about.
Yeah.
He was surly. He was prickly with his producer. It was like I was putting him out, and I'm like going like, I don't want to be here. I got booked to be here. I was like, what are we doing here?
Oh yeah. So you had somebody at
So I've always
booking your
well,
interviews.
that's what makes it even
was
worse,
surprised
right?
by
It's
that.
like, and the cameras are on. Hey, everything's copacetic, but I saw him. I got to experience him behind the scenes.
Was his dad there?
No, it was just
that was TV.
Yeah, this is and if you asked him, he would have no clue what I'm talking about. That's why it's
of
like.
course.
That's how you know it's a real beef. When
Hell yeah.
one person has literally no
Hell
clue.
yeah.
I got 3 more. People will never drop a grudge with.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're a good grudge guy. I feel like.
I'll never forget. I will never forget. Chris Webber, I've forgiven him.
Okay.
But I held it in my heart for a long time.
Sure.
The way he dissed us on our very first day.
Yeah, that's
at
fair.
NBA TV. But he won me back, and I was an easy mark on that one. I wanted to like Chris Webber.
Yeah.
And then he was nice to us.
Then he was
so I
nice.
liked it.
What did he do to us? Because that's a good story.
That's the Gong Show.
Yeah, they
I
showed a
know.
clip, and he's like, "Hey, Kenny, gong." Straight up did a fake gong. And look, did we put a guy in a pelican
Honestly, it was
mask
deserving of a
holding
gong.
a fish with his sock feet out with a zoom in on his socks? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That was a crazy move, but we set the tone, and Chris didn't like the tone at that
No.
point.
You have called us the Gong Show. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
but
The best part
We won
was
him over.
that was
we
to
won him over.
promote the show. Like
Yeah,
they're like,
yes.
hey,
Yeah.
put a clip of this show on. It's a new show on our network.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck this show. It sucks. This show is awful. Like, who does that?
and it was a couple years
He's not
later.
a team player. Yeah.
no, he was not.
That was funny. Yeah. Yeah. I remember. I hold that too, because I remember a couple of years later when he sort of made up for it, when he tweeted about, the starters are having a great conversation about Larry Sanders of the Milwaukee Bucks.
There we go.
Yeah,
There
he
we
made up
go.
for it.
Oh,
He
then
made
he
up.
really made up for it. We were actually like, we hung out with him for an All-Star weekend, New York. That's New
right.
York City.
That's right.
We we hung out in that weird room for a long time.
that when
Chopping it up with him. Yeah.
That's when
he was great.
our buddy
Yep.
Grish basically cornered him and asked him
Yes.
4,000 questions
Yes,
because he's from Detroit.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
We had to win him over.
Yeah.
We did. My other two beefs, Michael Rappaport, of course.
Oh, fuck Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, exactly. We'll never forgive
Damn
that
it,
one.
I forgot
and
that one.
We've been completely vindicated on that one because this
100%.
guy is the worst.
Yeah.
And he called us nerds. He pretty much called us nerds.
And that guy is, you are literally, Trey Kirby, you are literally 80,000 times cooler than Michael Rappaport.
Hey, thanks, man.
You are. And we called this early. You're right.
This
Fuck
was
that
early
guy.
as
That's
well.
a good one. Man, I'm upset I didn't include that
Yeah,
one. on my list.
and my last one is former Chicago Bears wide receiver Curtis Conway.
Okay.
I went to Bears training camp in, I believe, Platteville, Wisconsin. Curtis Conway was the big rookie for the Bears that year, and he signed an autograph for the kid to my right, and he signed an autograph for the kid to my left,
That's tough.
and then he sucked in the NFL. Sorry, Curtis. Those are my 3 additional beefs.
Oh, that's
That I'll
great.
reveal on air.
Yeah.
How many other beefs do I got? Quite a few.
We've got other names. We'll leave it there. Should we save this last question? What do you think? You want to do it now?
We can save it, sure.
Let's save it. We're running along here.
Yeah, we are.
Jared, we'll get to your question next time we hit the beach. It was a good one, too. What bite of the night? Sponsored by DJ Prible Scribble.
Let's go.
What is this? The tweet of the week shoutouts? That's Joey. DJ Prible Scribble sponsoring Woboy on behalf of his wife and her puzzle team called Puzzle Block Party. Katie, Lizzie, Josh, Maria competing at the Jigsaw Nationals in Atlanta here this weekend.
This weekend.
I got excited for this. I didn't know this was a thing. I got
neither.
a million questions.
JD's got the answers. He
How
talked
does this
about it
work,
yesterday.
man? How does this work?
How do I know this? I've seen this has appeared in my algorithm. I think when you hit 55, this is the kind of content
Okay.
you're given. It's competitive puzzle making. There's tables. It looks like a chess tournament. There's like everybody has their own table. There's 4 people around the table.
When we say puzzles, we mean like
We're talking
classic like,
jigsaw puzzles.
Jigsaw puzzles. Okay,
and
yeah.
you ready, set,
Ravensburger.
go, and then it's literally open the box of puzzle, dump the puzzle pieces, and have at it.
This is nuts because like that's turning something like putting together a puzzle is actually I don't know therapeutic, relaxing for a lot of people. This is now flipping it on its head and going go.
Exactly.
Not that one, you idiot. Jesus, like I'm like
Stressful,
stressed out thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not easy. They're like 4,000, however,
Yeah,
1,000
who knows?
piece, whatever.
And they're doing it as a team. Or
Doing it as a team, against
even
other teams.
Crazy.
Yeah, and everybody has the same puzzle that they're working
makes
against.
sense.
Every
Yeah.
like, team versus team. Start the
Yeah.
clock.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah,
Holy moly.
I can see the
What's
tables
the
now.
strategy? I mean, obviously, the outside, I guess, first.
Yeah,
But I'm a noob. But maybe they would
everybody
laugh
has
at
a
me saying
job,
that.
right? Like you take a corner, you do the middle. Hey, you get the
Colors.
cat.
Yeah.
The cat's eyes. Look for the eyes. I don't know.
Wow.
I wonder how long a match is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hours? I don't know.
You can find
I
out.
would think way
you can go
less.
to
These people are
the
probably
Georgia
incredible at
Convention
this stuff.
Center this weekend.
Wow. What's it
To
cost?
find out.
What's it cost to
I
get
don't
in?
know for visitor.
$150 a pass
for fans?
I don't know.
No way.
They charge fans.
That's incredible.
Puzzle making.
While we are
fans?
cheering for Puzzle Block Party,
Yeah, we
DJ
are.
Prible
Oh,
Scribble,
yeah.
let us
Let's
know,
go, Joey.
come Monday, how the team did. We hope you guys win. Well, boy, is Jokic. We'll go with Jokic. Donovan Mitchell scored 42, but Jokic, NBA leading 29th triple-double of the season. He had that early in the third quarter, guys. Shot 9 of 16 from the field. Finished with 23 points, 17 rebounds, 17 assists. And we forgot to mention this earlier in the week. One haircut.
He got trimmed up.
He's got a fresh haircut. Happened on the weekend, I believe. And he's looking tight there. So I put that on the graphic for a Woboy. That's a first. One haircut.
That's good.
Yeah. He didn't have any blocks or steals. So he didn't
wanna
have
put
a
a percentage
three-pointer
or something,
You know, this was for the triple-double, but he got a haircut. So good for you.
Wasn't it a little longer ago? Did he clip the sides too, or are we just talking?
I don't know, man. He got a haircut. He got a
He got a
haircut on the
full
weekend.
cut,
I saw
yeah.
him with a barber.
He looks better.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that there was footage of him getting
Well,
his
there was a
haircut.
photo with it looked like a selfie with him and his barber. Unless I got duped by AI, but I think he had it shaggy. Remember, we were just talking about it. We literally brought it up. And then it is a little tighter. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
anyway,
I didn't know that.
I'm not going to get into it. But
Yeah, you got to be careful watching haircut footage on Instagram because next thing you know, you're just getting warrior fades with a burst cut or something. Like that. I watched like one guy get a fade, and now suddenly I'm seeing so many different hairlines.
There should be a button that you can just say, "That's enough."
Don't include this one.
Like I got it. I was into it. You got me on one video. I was intrigued enough by the thumbnail or whatever, the start, but I'm good.
Just a taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an option, right? Don't show me stuff like this.
There is. Yeah.
That's not
Sometimes
what
you'll see it.
I didn't say that.
But you click the little three.
I didn't say that. I said every once in a while, throw that in there, pepper it in, but not all the time. It's like you're so black and white. I watched one video
there's a
on
straight up
this, and then
photo
you're
of
like,
this.
"Oh, this guy loves this." I'm like, "No, I don't." But I guess it's trying to convince you. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
like
you
it.
love watching jigsaw puzzles being put together.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Probably just watch. Okay, note this right now.
Note it.
Everybody has their phones on them, right?
I got mine.
I want you later today when you're on Instagram, no doubt, scrolling or whatever you're doing, you're going to get something about puzzles. Probably about the actual thing happening here in Atlanta. Tell me when it happens because they're listening.
I gotta be out. I gotta be out of this because I did go to their website.
Oh, so
Yeah,
it's already, oh, jeez, it's already
it already
spread-
knows
it's already
about
spread
me. It
across all of
already
us.
knows.
I did that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be
Oh,
careful.
Jesus. Okay, well then I'll keep an eye on it. I
Yeah,
haven't
please
done
do.
that yet.
Please do. Yeah.
But a lot of the times, I mean, we have it feels like half the same algorithm half the time.
Yes.
Like, good luck trying to share something in our group and saying, "Anybody seen this?" And there we go. Oh, somebody's like, "Yeah, I saw that."
Yep. Echo chamber.
Yep.
The puzzle thing is in our Google Docs, so
They got us every which way.
yeah.
Jesus. All right. Well, I'm going to make note when it gets no doubt fed to me on my Instagram account later today.
Okay.
Are you the missing piece? Join the National Puzzlers Association. Bring your team to Jigsaw Nationals in Atlanta.
How do you think we would fare putting together a puzzle?
Bad. Yeah, I think we did pretty.
I recently put together a puzzle with your kids.
How many pieces?
I don't know. That was a crazy cat puzzle.
Oh, that was a crazy cat puzzle. Yeah, that was like
I had
300
fun.
pieces
I
probably.
hadn't done a
300
puzzle in a while,
pieces,
and I was
yeah.
working with both of your girls.
Yeah.
All the girls were involved.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought we
bad.
had a pretty good team. You know what? I'm going in with them. Me and the girls.
That's smarter. That's smarter. The pattern recognition.
they were
the young
solid.
eyeballs.
I think they had maybe some of them had some experience with said puzzle already. There was
Yeah.
no doubt.
That was a tough one. I think it was more than 300.
That was a weird puzzle.
Bigger. Because I did a 300 one literally yesterday, and I can already feel the stress I was feeling yesterday.
Jeez.
Getting it on with my girls. Let's go. Let's do this. Took us longer. Because kids are better. They just like do other stuff. I was just locked in. I needed to get it done.
All right, from puzzles to pick'em. Task got the win last night. Nuggets won, but didn't cover. The line was 5.5, right? They had to win by more. We had the Suns. Sorry, we had the Nuggets to obviously clear that. You had the Suns.
I won there. I also won for the first time using FanDuel Predicts.
Did you
I
really?
took the Phoenix Suns.
This guy.
You had a trade with somebody?
Yeah, that's bogus.
What did you make?
This peer-to-peer thing is bogus. It's bogus. I literally selected the Phoenix Suns to cover
Okay.
immediately. How do I know there's somebody on the other end taking that side? I could just bet it. It's just gambling.
Well, you can't bet it though. Legally, you can't bet it here
You just predicted it.
in
I
Atlanta.
predicted
Simply
it.
predicted it.
That's the
Somebody else
workaround.
predicted something else.
It's a
Here
huge
in our
workaround.
state, that's the workaround.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
workaround. But this whole peer-to-peer thing you're gambling. We all know it. We all know it. Every Kalshi, every Poly Market, every single app. And that's why we're all playing it. If you're a Robin Hood, ping, you can predict. It's bogus. It's all bogus.
How much did you make? Do you mind me asking?
Well,
Or how much did you bet?
the only reason I played, I was credited $25. I went to go play $25,
Okay.
but there was a fee, so then I'd have to get my credit card out. The fee was 3%,
Okay.
so I didn't pay that. I paid I bet $20 against another peer somewhere in this world who accepted the offer on the other end.
Like a
and I
fool.
won 17. I don't know what I won.
Money Mellis, man.
You're paying for the tickets to the Jigsaw
Maybe $16.
Nationals. Tickets on
Yeah.
you.
Well, I got
Did they have a market for Prible Scribble here? At Jigsaw Nationals?
Maybe.
To solve under 2.5 hours? I'll take it.
You can bet on a lot of
Honestly,
things.
Lizzie's been pretty good lately.
2.5.
Lizzie's got an eye right now.
Visual acuity.
Maria's been working the corners real quick.
You can bet on anything. I would not be surprised if you could bet on the Jigsaw Nationals.
Yeah, you could set it. That's the thing in these prediction markets.
Yeah.
Mellis predicts.
Or you can just call.
Money Mellis.
Hey, let's bet. Let's bet on something. But yeah, the prediction market. What a world we're living in. Thunder at Celtics tonight.
There we go.
Another finals preview, perhaps. The Celtics, 3.5-point underdogs at home, so they can lose by 3. You can have a close game where the Thunder just won by 3 if you're taking Boston. That's why I was comfortable taking them. Skeets as well. Well, Trey, you think the Thunder are going to go into Boston and win by 4 or more?
Yeah, I think so, but it'll probably be the Thunder win by 3.
That's
That'll be disappointing for me.
good thing for us is that it's just a 2-gap difference between Skeets and Trey here.
Yeah.
It's tight.
Yeah.
It's
And-
tight.
Tass, you're clear. You're good.
Yeah, 5 nights remain. I guess technically.
Is it 5?
Yeah. Was it-
Surprisingly long month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
bit of a
surprising.
surpriser. So yeah, I'm up.
But I'm really in trouble if I don't get this one tonight.
Yeah.
Like I know I technically could do it, but not looking good. I need the Celtics to cover.
And we still need a suggestion for our March pick'em payoffs. So send them on in.
Guy has to do a jigsaw puzzle.
While during the show.
Yeah.
That's not a
Payoff
loss.
it is,
I mean,
but
I
it's kind
didn't
of funny
sort
to
of enjoy
imagine a guy just doing a puzzle the whole time.
All week. I guess it could be an all week thing. It'd have to be. I don't think you're getting it done in.
60
Like, I
minutes.
picture a 1,000-piece classic puzzle of a couple dogs at a poker table. You know.
Man, I hate a 1,000-piece puzzle.
That's all.
I'm too.
Okay,
too
so
dumb-
it sounds
too
like
dumb for
a sounds like a
1,000.
payoff to me.
That's hard.
Let me just leave it here all week. Just all week. That'd be so tough to do while also doing the show.
Yeah.
Because I don't think my mind
it
doesn't
would.
work that way. I need to focus. I'm pretty good at puzzles, but I got to be focusing on it. I'd be like, "What, Javon Carter? What are you talking about?
that'd be hard.
I don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah.
Well,
All
there
right.
would have to be a punishment for not finishing the puzzle, though. On
Also,
top
yeah.
Another puzzle.
of it. Good.
Just keep adding puzzles.
You have to keep doing puzzles.
Be stressful. All right, so Celtics, me and Tass, plus 3.5. OKC, got to win by 4 or more. 4 TK. That's it. That's a long one. Wow.
Yeah,
how'd that
this
get
was a
so
long one.
How'd that happen?
A lot of questions. in
I'll
the
tell
beach.
you why. I'll tell you why. This was the drop for me
It was.
because I'm gone for the rest of the week.
I agree.
Nice segue.
I'm out of here, man. I'm going hiking in the Great Smoky Mountains.
Nice.
Yep. I gotta get away from the grind. I didn't even work yesterday. But I am gone for the rest of the week, so you guys will be holding it down Thursday and Friday. Excuse me. And TK and JD holding it down on No Buffs. That's tomorrow as well.
That is.
So join those guys at 1 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, I'll miss you guys. I'll be listening. I don't think I'll be tuning in live, but I'll be listening later. So enjoy these guys with their content on Thursday and Friday. Enjoy these guys and their content. Who says that? Why did I say that?
Enjoy our content.
I'm checked
please.
out, man. I'm mentally checked out.
Enjoy these guys and their content.
Should we get how long the drive's gonna be? You want to get that on the prediction market? How long
the
it'll
Smoky
take
Mountains
it? Yeah.
from the
To
city of Atlanta?
Going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Oh, been there.
The gates.
Oh,
One of the gates to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
you got
What do you?
nice,
How long
got
do
a
you
nice,
think it takes? He's already been, so he can't answer.
I haven't been to Gatlin.
You've been to Gatlinburg?
No, I have not. I have
Oh,
not.
okay.
It's part of my algorithm, though. I've definitely seen some.
It's near Dolly World, isn't it? Or Dollywood, I guess.
I don't know.
I think it's
actually
somewhat
don't know
close.
what that is.
Huh. That was not the direction I was going.
Where were you?
Like didn't think I was going to Dollywood.
No, Dollywood.
I think I was going east. I thought I was going more east.
Got it. Mosquito. That may have been a
Some more-
mosquito.
Anyways, Gatlinburg is just a quick
I'm
two,
gonna-
210.
You know I'm gonna be outside soon. That mosquito knew I was gonna be hiking soon.
Yeah.
Sorry, how long?
2 hours and 10 minutes.
No. 4 hours plus, my
Oh,
guy.
it's that far.
Yeah. I was gonna set the line at 4.5. Is how long it's gonna take us because we gotta stop to get supplies. Gotta buy bear spray.
Got to.
Yeah. Do you have any?
We don't have bear spray.
Damn.
No. We got everything else for camping, not bear spray.
I know. I need bear spray.
I scare them away. Personally, that's my strategy.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably scared.
Going to a Buc-ee's?
I would hope so. I hadn't thought about it. Yeah, there's got to be one between here and Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
I think there is.
Okay.
Yeah. There's 1 hour outside of the city.
All right. Yeah.
You're thinking that's too early to stop on a road trip, but it's not.
Not if you see a Buc-ee's.
Perfect length to stop.
All right. So, yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday, but these guys are here tomorrow. So join them and hit the like button and subscribe and hit the 5-star ratings and reviews and all that
Enjoy our
stuff.
content.
Yes, enjoy the content from these guys, just like I will be. Until then, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us. And remember, Skeets is off to Gatlinburg. That's my segue to ask, where did you book your hotel through?
Airbnb.
Yeah.
Airbnb.
That's why it's in my algorithm. They're like, go to Gatlinburg.
Wow,
That's
really?
a nice Airbnb.
I've infiltrated your algorithm.
No, it's been around.
Oh.
It's a place to go from Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know it was 4 hours away, but I've got a dream Airbnb. It's in my algorithm.
Really?
Locked it. I've locked
Ours
it.
looks pretty nice, right on a nice little river. Could do fishing if you wanted. I don't think
Are
we
you
will
in a
be.
hotel or like a?
No, it's in like a cottage-looking place.
Oh, okay, because
hot tub, baby. After hiking all
There we
day,
go.
you know we're hitting the hot tub.
Nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
You want some poles? You want fishing poles?
No.
Fine.
We're just hiking
I
all
don't.
day Friday, hiking all day Saturday. No time for fishing. But
No time for fishing.
you know what? I'm gonna regret it when I get to that and I see a river literally running right beside our cottage. Going, man, that'd be nice to be.
Could have had a pole.
Especially all this worm talk too. How do you fish? Is this fishing?
You can do that. You can definitely do that.
I know this is.
You know how to throw a spear, get a fish. Isn't that what they do in Survivor?
Oh, Zach Brown style.
I'm gonna take my tactical gun.
I go spear fishing in the river.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Did we see Clipper Bro?
Yeah.
Okay,
That was
good.
like 40 minutes ago, I
Okay,
think.
good. All right, well then, see these guys tomorrow and follow me on Instagram for some great photos of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Brace the day, people.